What's going on, y'all? It's your main man Druuill, and I'm back at you with another video. Let's go. You already know the deal. Let's get right into it. Okay. Chosen ones have a shining spotlight on our backs. It makes people stalk and follow us, and they don't even know why. We have the light in us, and people are attracted to us. The other day, I was at a bus stop, and I saw a man, and he told me that my face was glowing. It is what it is. He told me that my face was glowing, and I'm like, okay, I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. I didn't know. And that's that. But when you are walking and people are always coming behind you, people are always following behind you, and it's making you feel uncomfortable, it's because they're attracted to your light. They're attracted to the light behind you. And the fact that you have this light that's just shining, it's in the front, you have this light, your aura is shining, people are going to see it. All right, they may look left, they may look right, but people are attracted to that light. They see it whether they want to acknowledge it or not. And people on a higher level, it's some negative spiritual people out there that are aware. I call them negative ones. They're aware of the spiritual stuff. They're just negative. All right, there's negative. There has to be negative in the spiritual realm. Okay, because there's light and there's darkness. So just because there's people who are light and are awake, there has to be people who are negative and awake. They're awake. They're just negative. So I mean, there are people who see your light and they are they follow you. They travel behind you. They want to they want to try to get close to you. Some people see it and it's good and they're good and they just want to walk up to you, they want to talk to you, they want to say hi, how are you, they just want to speak to you, they just want you to say something to them. All right, but the fact that you have a shining spotlight on your back is going to attract all types of people to you. People are going to be seeing you. You're going to be walking, you're going to be minding your business, you're going to be in the store shopping. You may be pulling up to a restaurant. You may be about to get out your vehicle with your family and go sit down to go eat. People are going to be rushing to the door before you, and they may even hold the door for you. But it's going to feel weird to you. But you're like, what is going on? I don't understand this. It's because you have an aura. Your light is shining, and people can see it. And some people are going to act on it. Some people are going to act against it. You have no control over it. Okay, people are going to see your aura, and whatever God, if they're a good person, whatever God tells them to do, it may feel weird, it may feel awkward. You're just gonna have to go with it. Okay, you may be somebody who doesn't like people to do things for them. You're just gonna have to go with it. Okay, you ask God to bless you. You ask God to make sure you were protected. You ask God to make sure you are always taken care of. It, you don't know how it's gonna come, y'all. Okay, don't have a short temper. Okay, no matter what you went through, no matter what you've been through, according to your story, according to how you've been in life, don't allow things to anger you. Don't allow things to get you frustrated, because you never know. You may be angry at somebody trying to bless you, and understand, depending on your background, depending on what you've been through, you may not feel comfortable with people trying to help you or do things for you. You may feel somebody's encroaching on your space. You may feel somebody's trying to control you. But God will send people to help you. God will send people to make sure that you're okay. And don't get upset when people are trying to do something positive for you. I understand it may feel like somebody's trying to control you. I understand it may send off a red flag. It may trigger you. But if that person isn't coming on a negative frequency, if that person is pure positivity, you may just be going through something. If that person is if that person is bringing light, if that person is bringing love, a positive message, try not to get upset. I know you may be going through something. I know you may be upset and frustrated yourself. I know you may have I know you may have dealt with a whole bunch of people before this good person that kind of got you on edge, but it's a new person. You're going to have to continue to work on yourself and to treat everybody individually, because you never know who you're going to run into, and you never know who God is sending into your life. Just because you ran into a bad person doesn't mean each person you're going to run into is bad. Even if you ran into 8 bad people, the ninth person could possibly be a good person. So give everybody a clean slate, as hard and as difficult as that may be. Okay? Because You have a light that attracts people, and people see that light and they're drawn to it. And whatever God tells them to do, they're going to do it, whether they walk up and they want to talk to you, whether God is drawing them to you to have a conversation so you can shed some light on them, or whether you may be going through something and somebody is trying to shed some light on you because they see you. You have to be patient. You have to be kind, because love is patient and love is kind. I understand you may be going through something hard. I understand you may be going through something difficult. I understand you may have been through a traumatic experience which shortened your patience to a thin line, but you're going to have to treat every single person that you meet differently according to how they treat you, with respect, because you can't treat people how people how you can't treat people based off the experiences that you have with others, because that's not going to work well for you. Somebody may be trying to bless you, maybe you may run it off. Somebody may be trying to tell you something that could help you because they see something in you and they see what you're going through. You don't know who has discernment and who doesn't. This person could be walking up to you and they could be trying to tell you something that God wants you to know. Don't write it off. I don't care if you're having the worst day in the entire world. This is a new person. It could be something that you need to hear. God could be sending this person into your life so you could be edified. God could be sending this person into your life so you could learn something that you didn't know, so it could open your mind, so it could open up a light in your third eye, so it could awaken you, so it could raise you to a higher consciousness. You never know. This could be something that you pray for, an answer that you prayed for way back, now coming to you right here, right now, being answered. You never know. All right. You never know what your aura is going to attract. You never know what your shining light is going to attract. You never know what that spotlight on your back is going to attract. Okay. If you're down, you never know if you're down and somebody could be coming to trying to lift you up. All right. You never know. If you're a good person and you believe in God and you believe in good and you put a good out into the universe, just because you're having a bad day doesn't mean that good's not going to come to you still. Just because your whole day was terrible and it feels like you had the worst day of your life, it doesn't mean some good is not going to come to you. That could be the only good. That could be the whole thing. That could be the one thing that turns your whole entire day around. That one thing. So never write off people because you're having a fit. Never write off people because you're having a bad day. Never write off people because something didn't go right and you're trying to fix yourself and you're trying to bring yourself back to your positive state. You're trying to recenter yourself. God may have sent that person. The universe may have sent that person to help you get even more recentered. Okay? The universe sees what you're going through. God sees what you're going through. He might have sent that through the universe to help you, to guide you. Okay, God doesn't want you to suffer sometimes through certain things. So he sees you putting your best foot forward. He's like, you know what? You've already shown enough. You've already done enough. I'm gonna send this person into your life. But it's also a test for you to accept this person. All right, that's why it's good to entertain strangers on certain aspects, okay? Because if that person is coming with love, if that person is coming with light, okay, and you don't feel a negative frequency, you don't feel threatened, you don't feel negative vibration, you don't feel like you gotta brace yourself in order for and make them have to brace themselves, then entertain it, see what it's about. Because you never know. It could be a message from the Lord. It could be a message from the universe. And they could be trying to help you with something that you've been struggling with, something that you need to know, something that you've been wanting to work on, something that mentally you've been trying to improve. All right? Because your light attracts more light. Even though your light attracts darkness, it also attracts more light. Okay, so you have a shining light on you, and it's a spotlight. Okay, and people are attracted to it. You're gonna have light attracted to you. You're gonna have darkness attracted to you. But you have to deal with each one, and each one is going to teach you how to move forward and how to move accordingly, as far as which one you're dealing with. All right. So just know that it's a test. Each one you're dealing with, whether you're dealing with darkness, whether you're dealing with light, it's a test. All right. We may not like it. It may be uncomfortable, but you have to learn and you have to get through it and you have to grow. So whatever it is that you're going through, if it may be a bad experience, if it may be something that you didn't want to happen, if it may have thrown off your whole entire day, if it may have destroyed how you feel about your day, if it's like, oh my God, this ruined my day, you don't know if a blessing is going to come. So always be open minded. And if you can, try to turn it around immediately. If it takes some time, that's cool too. Keep working on yourself. But just know, just because you go through a bad day, just because you go through a horrible day, just because something horrible happens, just because a misfortune happens, it may make you be miserable in that moment. But just know that you still have the light. Just know that God is still working in your life. Just know that you're still a positive person. Just know that the universe is still working in your favor. God is still working in your favor. It's God's universe. Okay, He created it. He created the sun, the moon, the planets. He created everything. There's nothing wrong with saying the universe, because why? The Creator made it. Okay, so just know that, like those shining lights up in the universe, just like people look up at night and they see those stars, people also see you shining during the day and during the night. Whenever they see you shining. Okay? People see you shining. All right? And they're going to be attracted to you, and you have to deal with that accordingly. They may be negative, they may be positive, but that's what your discernment is for. If they're positive, they may be trying to teach you something. It may be time for you to teach them something. But if they're negative, still deal with it accordingly. All right, and make sure that you put God first in all situations and above everything, and you'll be okay, because the Lord always prepares a table in front of you amongst your enemies, whether it's somebody that is an enemy or somebody that God is bringing in your path for you to explain something to them, or they're supposed to explain something to you, or it might be something that you have to overcome. It might be something that is sent your way for a test of your strength, for you to see how strong you are, for you to be able to overcome it. Okay, and just know that you're strong. Just know that God is with you. Just know that the joy of the Lord is your strength. Just know that nothing can overpower you, because you have God in your life, because you have Jesus in your life. So just know that, and walk in that, walk in righteousness, walk in courage, and it doesn't matter, because whatever approaches you, whatever comes up to you, you're going to feel comfortable. It may feel uncomfortable at first, because you have to get used to it. So many people are going to approach you. So many people are going to just feel comfortable to just walk up to you, because you have the light. You have a gift. You have a piece of God in you. Okay, that's why you were chosen. And you have to figure out what it is you were chosen for, and you have to figure out what God wants you to do while you're here, because people are attracted to you for whatever reason. The good people, they're attracted to you for a good reason. The negative people, they're attracted to you for a negative reason, but that's also a good reason, because they see something in you and they're trying to stop it. So you have to figure out what it is they're trying to stop, and you have to make sure you do that nonstop, because that's your gift. That's God. That's what God is trying to get you to do, so you'll prosper, so that you will get ahead, so that you will have a better life, so that you will be able to achieve goals and be able to motivate other people to achieve goals as well. So take heed to both of those experiences. Neither one is bad. Both teach you something. All right. You're supposed to look at each one the same. None is greater than the other, but each one is supposed to teach you something, and make sure you learn the proper thing from each one. Because the good people that come into your life, whether they're teaching you something or you teaching them something, that's still teaching you something at the end of the day. Especially if you had a rough day and you're able to grow and still allow people to come into your life, and you're on a level to where what you're going through isn't allowing you to not entertain strangers, because you never know if somebody is coming into your life, was sent by God to help you and give you a piece to your puzzle, so you can fix things and solve things, or if somebody was sent for them to be a negative force for you to overcome, for you to learn something as well. Either one is still something for you to learn. But with the positive people, of course, you stick close to them, you keep them in your life, you stay in contact with them, and make sure that you stay in touch with them. The negative people, you keep your distance from them. You learn what you learn from them, but you learn that you don't allow it to be a life sentence. You don't allow it to trap you. You don't allow it to make you negative. You don't allow it to fill you with resentment, but you take from it what you take from it. You grow, you learn from it, learn from those mistakes, learn from whatever happened, learn from overcoming. And whenever people come into your life like that again, you'll be on point. You'll know what to do, and they won't be able to affect you like that, because you will have seen a situation like that or a person like that before. All right, so just keep God in your life. Keep asking God to assist you. Keep asking God to help you. Keep asking God to make you sharp as far as dealing with people, circumstances, and situations. And because you have a light that attracts people, and allow God to give you discernment on who to entertain and who to overcome, because it might be someone that you need to learn something from on a positive tip, or you might be able to teach them something, or it might be somebody that was sent for you to overcome, for you to become greater, for you to be aware of what types of people are out there and who not to entertain. So I want to thank you for watching this video. It's been a powerful video. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sharing this video. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for watching and subscribing. I want to thank everybody for hitting that like button. It helps the channel grow to reach a wider audience. And I want to thank you for watching the ads because it helps the channel grow also monetarily. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see everybody in the very next video. This has been another Druuill special. Shout out to the chosen vessels. Everybody have a good day.